Let's see what has taken past at the Temple of Bane. Not that anything of this is my business. Seems though if they can't take care of themselves, they need to get a new god.
Stand back, you fool. Let me deal with this.
Go ahead.
Infidel! How dare you invade a sacred temple of Lord Bane and slay his worshippers? I shall hang your body over the town walls for the crows to feast upon. I once lost an eye in similar circumstances. It's not something I care to repeat. Fool! You mock me? Do you really believe your pathetic order can threaten the might of the Zentarum? With every day that passes, the Order of the Crippled Fang grows stronger. You know nothing of strength. Lord Bane, grant me the power to smite this infidel.
Portano, fortigiamar!
You fools never learn. What? How?
Ipu, soleno, samatska!
That's your problem.
Zacharias, take care of this one and finish raising the town. I've wasted enough time here already.
Die, fool, and pray. What false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. But none else will help you. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. Oh! He's trying to drain me! I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. Where's my... What the... Where's all my stuff? I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. Hey! Hey! To whatever false gods you worship. Hey! To whatever false gods you worship. Hey! To whatever false gods you worship. He said pray! To whatever false gods you worship. Pray! to whatever false gods you worship. Pray 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 to whatever false gods you worship.
Heaven Almighty.
Pray to whatever false gods you worship. Yes, pray to whatever false gods you worship. Oh, he's down on the ground. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. Pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. I said pray to whatever false gods you worship. Come on!
Oh, I'm paralyzed.
I said pray.
Oh crap, I can't move. Gotta move, gotta move. I gotta move.
Oh. I said pray. Yes! Evil Lord, not your foe. Yes! You should have prayed to whatever false gods you worshipped. You should have prayed to whatever false gods you worship. Should have prayed. Stick the very bones off him. Little fool. Victory. Should have prayed to whatever false god he worshipped. And finally, I'll be taking that. Well, not if we've been victorious here. Perhaps we should ring this bell. Triumph. Let us see what else is here before we depart. That appears to be a door. A door to the god of evil. What is this? Should have prayed. Whatever false gods you worship.
The half-elf, who earlier introduced herself as Sherilyn, draws her cloak tight to ward off the biting cold. She seems unperturbed by the demonic assault that just transpired.
I was with the other patrons, watching you put the brawn on his hairy backside, when the fiend suddenly appeared. The innkeeper Errol immediately locked the door to keep everyone safe.
Okay, so why aren't you still inside the inn?
A rock tore the doors off its hinges shortly after the attack began. We'd all have been killed were it not for the warrior Aster Greysteel. While everyone else was running around screaming, he calmly unsheathed his sword and dispatched the monster.
I beat that.
As for you, the Brawn used to be a mercenary of no small repute. Many a confident fighter has fallen before him, but you made him look like a lumbering oaf.
That's all he really was.
Anyway, Asta was joined by another guest staying at the inn, a mage by the name of Eremuth. They left the inn and returned a short time later, bloody but still alive. The fiends are all gone. Voonlar is safe, for the moment.
Where's the brawn now?
Didn't you see?
Yeah.
He turned tail and ran as soon as the demons appeared.
I did.
Probably to lock himself in his tower. With the beating you gave him, he's unlikely to show his face again for a while.
You're a fool to be out here. What are you doing?
I was concerned about you. Most of the guards are dead, as are the Zentarim that tried to fight off the fiends. I feared for your life.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now that Volar is safe, I should be going.
I need to tell you something.
Okay.
I didn't come to Voonlar to perform for a handful of coppers. I have a larger purpose for being here.
Hi, Harper.
One that must remain a secret, lest I end up in the stocks. I'm a harper.
It's a pleasure to meet one such as you. I have a good friend that's a harper.
Let us not speak of this here.
Okay.
The town might nearly be deserted, but there's no sense in taking unnecessary risks.
Absolutely.
I have a room at the Swords Meet where we can talk in private. Here's a spare key to the upper floor of the inn. Come and join me when you are ready.
Okay. So how did you get that key? Maybe
I acquired it from one of the other patrons during the chaos. It's best if we go upstairs separately to avoid drawing attention.
Fair enough.
Who are we dealing with? Gormstad was a high priest of Bane, a man feared throughout Voonlar. Whoever did that to him is an archmage of frightening power. Well, I'll see you back at the Swords Meet.
Of course I'm gonna help you. I knew you were a harper. You're investigating what's going on here. I'm a friend of Harbor, even though I'm kind of a bad guy. Okay, well, no, we're not gonna end the episode quite yet. Let's go talk to our Harper friend. Actually, before we do, let's go sell off these goods. Probably best not to walk into a store armed. It's not appreciated. Okay.
What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a few more questions. I had a gold coin, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Well, let me see what you have for sale then. I've got a few things that I picked up along the way. Whoa. Really? Oh, that's what I just put away. Let's sell that. Let's sell that. We're going to keep that. So I need a few more potions. I will be right back after selling these. Okay. Let us be on our way. So, let's take a look at a journal. Now, the dead of winter. We met. You discovered one of the leaders of the Order, One-Eyed Mage, inside the Black Lord's temple. He escaped, though you managed to slay his lieutenant. Upon leaving the temple, Sheridan Lockleaf approached me, revealing herself as a Harper. She asked me to meet her in a room. Okay. And the Order of the Cripple Fang. Oh, this is Dale Reckoning 1373. This is 15 years after the time of trouble, just before the spell plague. You have encountered the dark cult which calls itself the Order of the Cripple Fang. One of their leaders, a smartly dressed one-eyed mage, killed Gormstad during a confrontation inside the Temple of Bane. You have a feeling this won't be your last encounter, my last encounter, with the mysterious mage. Sure it won't be. Cripple Fang. Let's go see our Harper friend. That thing needs to die. The door got ripped off. Yes. This tall, grim-looking man regards you with icy blue eyes. His armor splattered in blood, and yellow ichor drips from his longsword, which he holds for practice ease. When he speaks, his voice deep and confident.
Well met. I'm glad you made it back here in one piece. My name is Astar Greysteel. I went out to look for you after I killed that Vrock, but I soon ran into some trouble of my own. Thankfully, that wizard over there fights better than he dresses.
Well, must be a pretty powerful warrior that's taking on those fiends.
I'm just a mercenary, one who fights better than most. I was half asleep when the scream started, but by the time I had my armor on and came downstairs, the attack was already well underway.
What do you know about the attack?
Not a damn thing. I thought the Zentarum were bad enough, but this new group is like a pack of rabid dogs. They are merciless, and they attack everything in sight.
Okay, well, why would a simple mercenary risk his life to help me?
I figured I owed you one for knocking the brawn onto his hairy arse. He's a nasty piece of work, and his comeuppance was well overdue. Besides, I couldn't stand idly by while fiends tore the town apart.
Okay, I appreciate that. Name's Evilar Nashifo. I could use some help.
Then let us travel together for a time. The Moonsea's a dangerous place. Few brave its perils and survive for long without an ally watching their back.
Right.
Yeah, we should check out the Boring Peg Tavern before we depart Voonlar. The tavern was attacked by a slad. I don't know who slew the beast, but whoever it was is also a potential ally.
Okay. Well, before we go, I need to talk to, let me talk to this, let's go talk to this, young lady. Oh, crap. Between his fine, stylish robes and strong sun elf blood, this half-elven wizard makes an unlikely figure to be standing in one of the roughest inns in the Moonsea. He draws evil looks, but some have yet to have the courage to challenge him.
Ah, you must be the one who led the fight against the invading fiends. Thank goodness a hero like you is in town, or we'd all be doomed.
Fine. I understand you helped. You have my thanks.
My apologies. This backwater town has darkened my spirits.
No worries.
My name is Erik Silverwind. Don't be fooled by my appearance. I'm as much human as I am elf, although a certain haughty noble in Waterdeep would never admit it.
A certain haughty noble.
Indeed. I'm sure my estranged father wouldn't want me spreading evidence of his infidelity across the breadth of the realms. Let's just say I'm another sad result of the well-intentioned but ultimately doomed union of human and elf.
Heard you fought off the fiends. Well done.
Truth be told, I don't know why I bothered. The wretches in this town are the most insular little lot of peasants one could imagine. I was more curious about the source of the great magic I felt. I wanted to find out who was behind it.
Okay. Evil are Nashfo. Care to travel with me?
That sounds agreeable. I have no doubt you will find my services to be of great use. Let us travel together for a time and see what riches our adventures bring us.
I agree with that. Now, I bet you I can't get you guys to wait, can I? Oh, well. I don't know how happy she's going to be about. I'm sorry about this, Sherilyn.
I'm glad you came so soon. We have much to talk about. Your arrival in Voonlar was fortuitous. The Moonsea needs a hero.
Oh, really? You seem to know a lot about me. Perhaps you heard about my doings in Daggerford?
You hardly arrived here without a reputation. My contacts in Shadowdale informed me you were passing through the area.
Oh, okay. Probably heard about my doings in Daggerford as well. I wanted to know a little bit more about you, Sherilyn.
As I said, I'm a harper. I do what I can to make folks' lives a little better, whether they realize it or not. My past is a troubled one, and not something we have time to discuss right now.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit more. I know a lot about the Harpers, but I want to hear your take.
The Harpers are dedicated to holding back evil, preserving knowledge, and maintaining the balance between the untouched wild and civilization. Unfortunately, that makes us unpopular in places where evil folk wish to rule unopposed.
Okay, so then... Oh, I heard... I'm not gonna say that. That's kind of mean. I know you guys are trying to do your best, you're meddlers, but that's really mean. So you're fighting for a worthwhile cause. That's a good thing.
That's what I was hoping to hear. Your reputation speaks well of you. I'm glad you live up to it.
Yeah. I know you guys are a bit of meddlers, but, let's discuss the Order of the Crippled Fang.
The attack on Voonlar won't be the last. I can't remember a time when I was glad to have the Zentarim close at hand. But without them, the smaller towns and villages of the western Moonsea would be unprotected.
Are we talking about the same Zentarans? Do you know what happened in Daggerford? That they tried to take over Daggerford utilizing a Betazoo named Gorgamos? Probably not. Good thing a good friend of yours was there and an agent from Watergate by the name of, well, I won't say her name, but anyway, she was there.
Zentelkeep and Hillsfar are the two major powers in the region. Their constant tussle for control is all that enables the common folk to enjoy their freedom. The Order is upsetting the balance.
As a Harper, you care much about balance, I see.
That's correct. You know much about the world, friend.
Nah. Name's Evilar Nasherful. I've traveled as far as Neverwinter, Port Last, Luskin. Sorry, didn't mean to brag.
The two cities are like an ogre and a troll fighting over a captured halfling. As long as the two are distracted by each other, the halfling gets to live. A miserable existence, to be sure, but life nonetheless.
Okay.
If the Order attacks continue and Zentelkeep loses power, Hillsfar will gain the upper hand. Malthea hates non-humans with a passion. The Zentara merely seek to control towns such as Elventree. Hillsfar would have the entire population murdered.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
There are more immediate concerns. Fiends roam the roads, and merchants are refusing to travel. Food is not being delivered, and very soon people will go hungry. The next few months could be disastrous for the Moonsea region.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna let that happen. We're gonna take care of it.
We have much in common. You are every bit the hero my report said you were.
Oops. I'm not really that much of a hero, but I'm okay.
The reputation you've amassed speaks highly of your skills. The Moonsea hasn't seen a hero like you in a long time, perhaps since the days of Shalbal and Renner the Blade. If anyone could defeat the Order of the Crippled Fang, it is you.
Well, Shalbal and Ren of the Blade are kind of friends of mine, but you don't know about that story. Okay, well, are you coming with me on this quest?
I will lend you whatever help I can, although I fear I cannot travel with you. My skills are more suited to observing and information gathering than to adventuring. Still, I have allies that can help.
I've got a couple of friends here already, as you've noticed.
The leader of the Temple of Shantia in Vunlar, Lady Shrey, is an old friend and a Harper ally. She possesses a key to the eastern gate that leads out of town.
Oh, about that gate, I may have a few enemies there. Just saying.
Once you leave Vunlar, you should follow the road east to Hillsfar. The Zentaran believe Hillsfar is behind the Order of the Crippled Fang. I have my suspicions. This isn't Malthea's style. But still, it's a good place to start.
Okay, so I should follow the road to east to Hillsfar. Zentarans believe Hillsfar is behind the Order. Okay, so you believe it's not Malthea's doing. I don't either. It looks to be something much larger. Well, you seem to know this Malthea well.
I know him well enough to want him dead.
Whoa.
Steer as far clear of him as you are able. He's a ruthless man who fears nothing, and his personal power is great.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the city of Hillsfar? I've never been there.
It is arguably the most powerful city in the Moonsea. Malthea rules it with a tyrant's grasp, and those who get on the wrong side of him usually end up fighting for their lives in the arena.
Oh, well. Not really much of a fan of arenas. So I must travel to Hillsfar, apparently, and uncover what I can about this Order of the Crippled Fan. Well, I'm ready. We're ready.
I'm afraid there's more. Hillsfar has locked its gates, possibly because of the roaming fiends, but more likely due to the threat of a Zentarum attack.
Okay.
War looms ever closer.
Alright, well, I'm just taking the road there. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily trying to get in.
I have an old friend serving in the Red Plumes. His name is Kalor One Hand. Tell the guard on gate duty that you have urgent business with Officer One Hand. He will see that you are allowed in.
Okay. that they should refuse to fetch one hand?
The Red Plumes are mercenaries at heart. Offer them a bribe and they'll change their minds quickly enough. Just be sure to avoid drawing suspicion to Kalor.
Good enough. I will. I have some more
I'll
questions.
answer your questions as best I can, but I urge you to make haste. It is not safe to be seen talking together, and there is much to be done. You surely possess more experience with this sort of thing than I do.
True.
Stick to the road, and once you reach Hillsfar, try to avoid drawing Malthea's attention. He likes to send adventurers to the arena.
I have a feeling I'm going to
Remember,
end up there
Lady
anyway.
Shrey at the Temple of Shantia holds the key to the Eastern Gate. Good luck, hero. May Timora favor you.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Sorry I didn't close the door. We're out of here, guys. Let's close that door. Oops. Forgot to close the door. We shouldn't be seeing the door. Okay, well, that's all very interesting. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Erik Malkavian, and I've been here in the Moonsea, along the Moonsea, in Volnor, and we've met with our contact, Harper, Sherilyn Locklear. Thank you for watching. You have an awesome day. Goodbye.